Married people, when did listening to your spouse lead to something completely unexpected? My wife Sophia drives me crazy with money. I'm talking about buying random coffee mugs with dumb sayings on them, getting organic fruit that costs twice as much, and don't even get me started on the scratch-off tickets. Every paycheck, I'd see these weird charges on our account and just shake my head. I'm the type of guy who checks the bank balance every morning with my coffee. Sophia rolls her eyes and calls me boring, but someone has to keep track. We weren't broke, but we weren't rich either. I worked construction and she did hair at a salon, so every dollar mattered. Last October, Sophia came home from the gas station waving this lottery ticket around like it was made of gold. She had this huge grin on her face and kept saying we needed to drive to the Speedway on 5th Street because it felt lucky. I was beat from work, covered in drywall dust, and just wanted to eat dinner and watch TV, but she wouldn't let it go. She kept going on about how the cashier told her they were having some special promotion that week, and how the numbers on the ticket were her mom's birthday plus some other random stuff. I told her we already had the ticket. What was the point of driving across town? She said the lucky feeling only worked if we bought it from that specific location. I know how that sounds. Trust me, I felt stupid even considering it. But Sophia had been working extra hours to help pay for my truck repairs, and she never asked for much. So I grabbed my keys and drove 20 minutes to this random gas station I'd never been to before. The place was sketchy. Half the lights were burned out in the parking lot, and there was this weird smell inside like old cigarettes and cleaning chemicals. Sophia marched up to the counter and bought 5 more tickets from the same roll. The teenage cashier seemed confused when she explained about the lucky location thing, but whatever. 2 days later, Sunday night, the Mega Millions drawing happened. I never even watched those things, but Sophia insisted we check the numbers together. She had all 6 tickets spread out on our kitchen table like she was about to perform surgery. We went through the first ticket. Nothing. Second ticket, we matched 1 number. Third ticket, same thing. By the 4th ticket, I was already getting ready to throw them all away and remind Sophia why I hate lottery tickets. But she made me double-check the last 2. The 5th ticket was completely worthless, but the 6th one had the Mega Ball number. Usually that's worth like $4, barely enough to buy another ticket. But Sophia started jumping around like we'd won the jackpot. I was confused until she showed me the receipt from the gas station. Apparently, they'd been running this promotion all week, where they doubled any Mega Ball payouts. Instead of $4, we'd won $8,000. I stared at that ticket for like 10 minutes straight, convinced we were reading it wrong, but Sophia called the lottery office the next morning, and they confirmed it. We had to drive to the state capitol to claim it, bring 2 forms of ID, the whole thing. Here's where it gets weird. The lottery office makes you fill out paperwork with your name and address, and they send this information to the local newspaper for publicity. Sophia was thrilled about getting our picture in the paper. I thought it was embarrassing, but she insisted. 3 weeks later, I'm eating cereal before work when my phone rings. Unknown number, but I answered anyway. This voice goes, "Luis, is this really you?" I didn't recognize it at first, but then he said his name, Tony. My older brother Tony, who I hadn't spoken to in 10 years. We'd had this massive fight back in 2014 about our dad's funeral arrangements. Tony wanted this expensive casket and fancy reception. I thought it was a waste of money Dad wouldn't have wanted. We ended up screaming at each other in the funeral home parking lot, said things we couldn't take back. After that, nothing. No Christmas cards, no phone calls, no contact at all. But Tony had seen our names in the newspaper article about the lottery win. He said he'd been carrying around guilt for years about our fight, and seeing that we were doing well made him realize how stupid the whole thing was. He asked if we could meet for coffee. I almost hung up.